WGAA, broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
And welcome into Game 2 of the doubleheader, the nightcap, the third game in the weekend series, as the Bulldogs are here at Lake Point in Emerson. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. The Bulldogs picked up a win in their first game of this Saturday series, I should say, against the East Paulding Raiders by a final score. What was the final? I don't even remember what the final was.
I think it was 6-1, wasn't it?
6-1, there you go. But the Bulldogs picked up a win in game number 2, and for the nightcap, the Bulldogs will face Walton. Cedartown is the away team here, and so we will get ready, and Dylan Cupp, number 3 for the Bulldogs, will lead things off.
First pitch of the game is ball 1. It is the top of the first inning.
Eli Hardage, the starting pitcher for Walton.
Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Kind of a hurried start to this second game of the doubleheader. Ball 3 outside.
Yeah. This is the guy I told you was number 1 ranked.
3 balls and no strikes to count. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. Strike 1 called. 3-1 the count.
Cupp, of course, had an excellent game 1 at the plate. Walked, had a single and a double.
3-1 pitch on the way. Strike 2 called.
And a couple of runs scored for the Bulldogs in that win.
Dylan Cupp, Denver Nail, Eli Barrow, Cole Dingler, your first 4 batters. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 down low, and he'll reach first base to start out game 2 of the doubleheader today.
That's exactly how he started off game 1, Andrew. He drew a leadoff walk to start the game against East Paulding and then would come around and score. The Bulldogs put up 2 in the first inning against East Paulding. They want to repeat here. Walton played in the game directly before we played our first game, and they beat North Forsyth by a final of, 9-3, something like that, I believe. 9-1.
Sounds about right. First pitch to Denver, squares to bunt, throw down to first is not in time. Pitch was a ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes to count.
Eli Barrow waiting on deck for the Bulldogs. Cedartown, of course, did not really have any time to rest. Walton had a whole game to rest and recharge.
1-0 is high and away, ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Denver Nail.
In a situation like that, Andrew, who do you believe has the advantage? The team that is still up and running and ready to go, or the team that actually had to sit down for about an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Well, they had to sit down and stand up for a while, too, and I think Cedartown probably has the advantage as they just came off of a big win. Pitch is a called strike, 2-1 the count to Denver Nail. But really, it could go either way, honestly. The way the conditions have been today, much better than yesterday, but still very foggy and misty. We've had 1 rain shower. It's light rain right now, if you want to even call it that. 2 balls and a strike to Denver Nail with Cupp at first. And the pitch. Line shot foul to the right side, 2-2 the count.
It's just enough that you can see it in the lights, just enough to let you know that it's participating, as Bob Holcomb used to say.
Another throw down to first base. That one gets away. Cupp is up, and he'll be at second base easily.
And, Andrew, that's exactly what we talked about in game 1. Their pitcher, East Paulding's pitcher, would throw over quite a bit on Dylan Cupp, as well as when Xavier Holliday was able to reach. And you said, well, if you throw enough, you're eventually going to make a mistake. Well, the East Paulding pitcher did not make a mistake, but here in game 2 against Walton, they make a mistake early, and Cupp now stands at second base with nobody out. Golden opportunity here for the Bulldogs to jump out to a lead.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High. 3-2 again. Dylan Cupp worked the count up as well, and looks like Denver Nell he's worked the count full as well, doing the same thing. Payoff pitch due with Dylan Cupp, the runner at second base here in the top half of the first inning. Walton, a 7A school out of Marietta. Payoff pitch. Line shot, left field, base hit. Dylan Cupp rounding third. He's going to put on the brakes as it came back into the infield quickly. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Good play there by the Walton center fielder to get that one in quickly, as you said, Andrew. That puts runners on the corner. It holds Dylan at third. So the Bulldogs are held at bay right now, but Eli Barrow is coming up, and you know he is always dangerous from the plate. Bulldogs, of course, still wearing their all-black uniforms with red letters, red numbers trimmed in white. Walton in a red, white, and blue, almost like a old Montreal Expos.
I was about to say, it looks their hats especially look exactly like the old Montreal Expos uniform combo.
Well, Vlad Guerrero.
Runners at the corners with nobody out, and Barrow takes high, ball one.
White pants, blue tops, red letters, red numbers trimmed in white, and then a red, white, and blue cap, white on the front with their logo right in the middle, and then red on either side and blue in the back, and it's a royal blue versus a navy blue color. Walton trying to stop the bleeding early as the Bulldogs are threatening here in the top of the first. Cedartown now 4-1 on the season. The only loss has come at the hands of North Forsyth last night.
So far, Hardage has given up a hit and a walk. He's already thrown 13 pitches, only 5 strikes.
Wow. So far, talking about which team would have the advantage, the one that rested or the one that didn't, so far the Bulldogs in control.
1-0 pitch to Eli as a swing and a foul tip. 1-1 the count. Eli had a great game in the first game of this doubleheader today. I think he went 2 for 3 RBIs. 1-1 pitch to Eli, foul back, 1-2.
Big shout out to our friend Sergeant Dog, and Kelly O'Neill brought us some tacos to hold us over. We were trying to get some snacks in between, and needless to say, Andrew, I did not get my cheeseburger.
It was too long of a wait. Ball taken high, 2-2 the count, and I think they're running short of supplies down there anyway.
All 4 fields around us still with games going on.
2-2 pitch just misses, high and away, and it's another full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Eli Barrow. I wonder if Barrow tries to blast one here. He expects probably a strike. And the payoff. Ball 4, they're loaded up with nobody out.
Missed outside, and Barrow with a good at bat there. It's going to bring up Cole Dingler. He'll come to the plate with the bases full of Bulldogs, Andrew.
A walk, a hit, and another walk have them loaded up, and Cole Dingler with a chance to get the damage started early.
Just put the ball in play. If you can keep it away from the pitcher, that's even better, but just put it in play. Xavier Holliday standing in the on-deck circle for Cedartown.
You can tell in our shot from center field, first the pitch. There's a called strike one, 0-1 the count. It is foggy, very foggy here. In fact, there's fog at field level. And the higher up you go, the harder it is to see the baseball.
And the mist continuing to follow. Hanging out with that fog.
Here's the 0-1. A high chopper up the middle. 1 run is in. That's the double play, and that's 2 gone. But Cedartown leads 1-0. No RBI on the double play. But the Dogs strike first. And a runner is at third base with 2 outs. Xavier Holliday will bat. Hardage delivers, and it's fouled away. Strike 1.
Xavier didn't have a great game at the plate in the East Paulding game. Let's see if he can turn it around here and produce and give us another run.
It's outside, ball 1.
Denver Nail standing over at third base for the Bulldogs.
1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. You know, if Walton can get out of this inning without allowing more than one run, that's certainly a victory for Hardage and the Raiders. That's high and away, 3 balls and a strike.
You're right, Andrew, but so far Hardage is having difficulty locating the strike zone. He's run 2 batters to a full count, and now he's behind Xavier here, 3-1 pitch on the way.
And that's fouled away, full count now, 3-2, fouled to the left side.
That'll be the 3rd batter this inning that has run the count full against Hardage in the opening frame for Walton.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dogs have a run in. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and X is down on strikes, and so are the Dogs. But Cedartown does get a run. No RBI, though, it being a double play. But regardless, Cedartown with 1 run on 1 hit and 1 left. We head now to the bottom half of the first. Cedartown 1 and Walton Raiders coming up. 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking for that dream home, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help you find the home you've been looking for. The Hometown Realty team has a reputation for matching people with properties, knowledge of the market, and love of the areas where they work and live. Whether residential, commercial, or land real estate, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help make it happen. Call Rick today at Hometown Realty at 770-505-7766 or directly at 770-547-3139. Find your next home on the web at rickbaxter.net. The winning team at Hometown Realty says, go Dogs.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Bulldogs have a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Xavier Holiday will get the call. He will start things off on the mound for the Bulldogs here. Britt Baxter, of course, pitched in game number 1 of the doubleheader. Xavier, with him being on the mound, Ace Allen will move up and play third base, and Matthew Hensley will play, I believe, will he go to left field?
Yeah, I would think so.
I think we've got actually looking at it, I think we've got a whole different outfield alignment, Andrew. It looks like
I haven't seen the starting
White
lineup for Cedartown, so I don't know.
Let's see. So you're going to have Chance White in left field. You're going to have Tony Ware in center field. You're going to have Jack Roper over in right field. Eli will be the designated hitter. Of course, Xavier is the pitcher. Ace Allen will get the start at third. Denver Nail will be at second. Dylan Cupp at shortstop. And Matthew Hensley will be behind the plate catching for the Bulldogs.
The wind and the pitch on the way is low, ball 1 to the leadoff man, Chatham. Chatham, Taylor, and Clark, center fielder, shortstop, and DH to lead things off. Dakota Matthews is behind the plate.
Excuse me, Dakota Matthews, you're right. I looked right at it and said the wrong thing.
1-0 pitch is low and in, ball 2. We were kind of rushed to get on the air. We were all hoping to get some food, and of course we've got it now. But
yes, we do.
We can't eat while we're broadcasting. It's just not good to do. That one bounced up there, ball 3. This is actually X's first start on the mound. He did pitch in relief in the North Atlanta game, gave up a couple of runs on his first day back from basketball. And it's starting to come down a little bit more now. I think the fog also really moving in too. And it's thick. X with a 3-0 pitch, ball 4.
That one missed low as well, Andrew. So a leadoff walk. Puts a runner at first, and it's going to be Jackson Taylor, the shortstop, for the Walton Raiders.
Cedartown is the visiting team in this game. We were the home team in both the North Forsyth and East Paulding games. X to stretch the pitch. Low and in, 1 ball, no strikes. He's yet to throw a strike. And Dylan Cupp will head to the mound to talk to his young pitcher.
Thankfully, we're not in College Station, Texas. They would call that ball 5. It really is one of the best college baseball traditions, though, is in College Station, home of the Aggies.
1-0 pitch. There's a called strike 1. It's 1-1 right down the middle.
That's exactly what we needed. Get that monkey off your back and then just move forward and pitch exactly like you know how to do. Don't let the runner at first distract you and just go to work.
1-1 pitch, runner goes. Pitch is low and no time to get him.
No chance whatsoever.
Matthews had a trouble getting a grip on the ball. He threw down anyway, but had no chance. 2 balls and 1 strike.
With that, the runner now stands at second. Nobody out. Bulldogs were able to plate 1. Walton trying to do the same here.
X comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way is inside, and it's 3-1. And now Matthews will head to the mound to talk to X. Again, if you're just joining us, defensively around the horn in the outfield, Chance White in right, Tony Ware in center, Jack Roper in right. Ace Allen plays the hot corner at third. Dylan Cupp at short, Denver Nell at second, and Cole Dingler at first, and Dakota Matthews behind the plate. Eli Barrow is the designated hitter. Anytime there's a doubleheader, most of the time they'll go with this catcher platoon with Matthews catching and Barrow being the DH. 3-1 in the hitter's count. Pitch on the way from X is low and in, ball 4. That's the second walk of the inning.
That'll put runners at first and second, and that's going to bring up Levi Clark, the designated hitter for Walton. He'll come to the plate with nobody out. Walton threatening here in the bottom half of the first inning. We didn't turn a double play the entire game against East Paulding. We would love to turn one right here, Andrew.
Certainly would help the calls. The designated hitter, Clark, will take a called strike 1 right over the plate. It's 57 degrees and foggy. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That would hit 83 on the radar gun. Just not able to find the strike zone, though, with it. If he can get that pitch to locate, it's going to be tough on these Walton hitters. But so far, X struggling in his first outing.
Here's the 1-1. That's low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Matthews flashes the sign to Holiday. Stretching the 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2.
Good pitch there by X to battle back. That'll even up the count 2-2. If he could get a punch out right here, that would be exactly what we need.
2-2 the count. And the pitch. Line drive, right center field. That's trouble. Base hit. 1 run's going to score. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. That's going to plate 2. He's going to round second. He's going to head for third. He's going to have himself a stand-up triple. And Walton takes a 2-1 lead.
Hard hit ball there by the young man from Walton, and he hit it right in the exact spot. Split the gap there in right center. Able to empty the bases. He's at third base, and that's going to bring up Dane Moeller. He'll come to the plate with a runner at third and nobody out.
Moeller's their first baseman. X, when he throws in the zone, it's not breaking much. There's a pop-up to the right side. That might be a tough play. And the right fielder will make the catch. That's Roper, and the throw will come home. Not in time. It's 3-1. Roper took a little time throwing it in.
Yeah,
even if he caught it and threw, I don't think he still gets the runner.
No, but I honestly, I think he might have had a little mental lapse there and just kind of forgot about the runner hanging out at third. Now, he did have to run a long way to make that play, and still, when he caught it, he was not directly underneath it. It was kind of off to the side, so he was off balance a little bit. So like you said, Andrew, even if he does get the throw in, I don't think it would have been in time. But it's now 3-1. Walton on top of the Dogs here in the bottom of the first.
Coach Evans out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. It's been a long day. You know, we were supposed to play at 3. We ended up starting the game closer to 4. And this one was supposed to start at 5:30. We ended up starting it after 7. Here's Reuter, the third baseman. Holiday kicks and fires. A bouncer, ball 1. Just don't think Holiday is really shaking all the rust off yet. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away, strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He got that one in there, Andrew, at 84.
Nothing wrong with his velocity. It's just
location.
And when he throws an 84-mile-per-hour BB there in the zone, he's got to make sure it's got movement. The 1-1. That's low and away. Popped out of the glove of Matthews. 2-1 the count.
85 on the gun there. This Walton squad is vocal from the dugout.
Holiday, the 2-1. A called strike 2 over the outside corner.
Reuter did not like that call at all.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Time called, and now Reuter will step back in, and we're ready to go back to work.
The line, the 2-2 pitch. That's high for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Reuter has run the count full here against Holiday. He's given up 3 runs on only 1 hit so far.
A full count. And Holiday with the line and the payoff. Ball 4.
That one just missed outside, Andrew.
4th walk of the inning. Or 3rd walk of the inning, I should say. And still only 1 out. One would have to think that if Reese Tanner is not starting this game, he's probably not available to start this game. So your choices of pitching is going to be kind of limited.
And it looks like we've already got somebody working over in the bullpen area for the Dogs.
First pitch is low for ball 1. X still having trouble finding the zone. This is Alston, the left fielder. 1 ball and no strikes.
Wright, the catcher, on deck for Walton.
1-0 pitch. High chopper toward 3rd. That'll be a foul ball. Ace Allen goes to get it. It's 1-1. Cedartown threw Britt Baxter in the first game of this doubleheader today, and then Connor Peak relieved him. You could go to Matthew Hensley again if you needed to. 1-1 pitch, bunt try and a foul ball. Cole Cochran could also pitch for you. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Jack Roper could be an option. One-two pitch. Off-speed pitch missed away. It's 2-2. Three-1 lead for Walton, and that is low and in, gets away, and the runner will be at second base, and X has got another 3-2 count here.
Really just struggling to find the strike zone. This will be the, third, fourth batter that has run the count full. And we're still just in the bottom of the first.
Holiday already up to 26 pitches in this inning. Only 9 strikes.
And Walton already has a 3-1 lead, Andrew.
Still trying to get the second out here in the first. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Not much wrong with that. It looked like a pretty good pitch, but it's ball 4. Maybe a little bit low. When you're struggling, you're not going to get any borderline calls. And Coach Johnson slowly comes out of the dugout, and he's going to have to pull him, I think. So X Holiday goes a third of an inning, gives up 3 runs, walks 4 men, only allowing 1 hit he's already had this is the second visit, so he's got to be pulled. So who we go to, we'll have to find out and see. Now, surely it's not going to be Dylan Cupp. Dylan Cupp runs to the dugout to get a glove.
They're waving in somebody, whoever was warming up in the bullpen. They're waving them in, and they're on their way now.
So we'll tell you who it is when we come back after this 90-second break. Cedartown trails Walton 3-1 here in the bottom half of the first with 1 out.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Gavin Allred will be the new pitcher for the Cedartown Bulldogs. He comes on in relief of Xavier Holiday, who only lasted a third of an inning. Holiday gave up 3 runs on 1 hit and walked 4. Is that right? That is right. There we go. So Allred completing his warm-up pitches. Xavier will go back to third base. Ace Allen has come out, and I believe they've moved him to right field, Andrew. which would make sense because then you can send Jack Roper, I guess, to the bullpen to be available if needed. 3-1 is the score. Walton with a runner at second base and first, and only one out.
Allred comes set with runners on first and second, and the pitch on the way is a fastball high. Strikes have been few and far between for the Dogs here in this second game. Quite a contrast from the first game when she was very, very efficient. 1-0 pitch. Call strike one. 1-1 the count. A little delay call there from the blue behind the plate. The navy blue, not the royal blue.
Wright, the batter for Walton.
The stretch, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. The pitch got away, but not far enough.
Good play there by Dakota Matthews to get that loose ball, get it in so that nobody moved. Runners stay put. The count goes to 1-2. A little quick conversation with Allred. And we're back ready to go.
Gavin Allred, number 15, one of the new faces on this varsity squad. Here's the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Taken high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. The runners on are the responsibility of Xavier. X is a great pitcher, too. I mean, he'll shake this off and have a much better time next time he starts. No doubt about it. 2-2 pitch. Popped a mile in the air, right side. Dingler, no, it'll be Denver Nail. He'll make the catch. Infield fly was called anyway, and that's out number 2. That's a big second out, Sam.
That is a big second out, Andrew. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, and insert short work for Allred. Now if we can just get this one, leave those 2 stranded, you go to the second, only down 2 runs.
This is Sonderman, the right fielder, 8th man to bat in the inning. Walton 3, Cedartown 1. Runners at first and second with 2 gone. Allred with the pitch. Bouncer, got away.
Everybody's going to move up.
1 ball and no strikes.
And it must have gotten lodged because they called time pretty quickly after the runners moved up 1 base.
Got jammed under the padding, I think, behind home plate. One and 0 the count on this foggy Saturday night.
I was just about to say, Andrew, the rain continuing to lightly fall here in Emerson.
Whoever forecasted that the rain would stop after 3 o'clock were dead wrong. This is the kind of rain that doesn't even show up on the radar. It's just that misty, foggy mess. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to third. Next Holiday stabs it for out number 3. Walton scores 3 times. Could have been worse for sure, but Cedartown trails through 1 inning of play, 3-1 to Walton. 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
3-1 your score as we go to the top of the second inning. The Bulldogs trail the Raiders of Walton High School. Xavier Holiday started off as the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, but was quickly chased after giving up 3 runs on 1 hit. And Cedartown will dig back in and go back to work. It'll be Tony Ware to lead things off for the Dogs. Ware, of course, with that big diving catch in the first game, takes a called inside strike 1.
Wow.
78 on the gun.
He's working quickly. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground toward third base. That's a foul ball, and quickly in the hole, 0-2.
It'll be Tony Ware, Dakota Matthews, and Chance White due up for the Bulldogs here in the top of the second, I should say.
Hardage was really wanting to throw it to the plate pretty quick, and that one bounces up there for ball 1. 1-2 the count now to Tony Ware. Ware made a great defensive play. First the 1-2. Served a little can of corn to right center field. That ball is going to be caught by the center fielder who does a little tumble act. And it's going to be out number 1. Great play out there in center field by Chatham. Sonderman really didn't have a good angle at it. And Chatham able to tumble to the ground and make a good catch. 1 gone.
That'll bring up Dakota Matthews. Matthews getting the start behind the plate for the Bulldogs in game 2.
First pitch to him is ball 1, low and in. Matthews is a good hitter, too. That's going to bounce up there. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Matthews is a left-handed batter. Throws right, 2-1 pitch. Cut and a miss. Didn't get the changeup, 2-2. Hardage is working fast, and that one bounces up there for a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he is really working quickly.
He'll get the ball back, and then he'll get to the top of the rubber. He'll turn and face the plate with the glove up to his face, ready to throw the pitch.
Big change of pace from the East Paulding game.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And down goes Dakota Matthews for the second strikeout thrown by Hardage. And now Chance White will be the batter. White came in to relieve Ace Allen in the East Paulding game. First pitch to it. Did he go around? He did. Strike 1. Pitch was way outside, and Chance couldn't hold his swing up.
When he came in relief of Allen back in the East Paulding game, he saw 1 pitch and served it to right center field, but he's not able to hold up there in the hole 0-1 with 2 outs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That one sunk low and away, and White could not stop his swing. And here comes the 0-2. Low and away that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Able to hold off on that one. Didn't go after it. Two outs already here in the inning.
1-2.
That one's upstairs. He didn't chase.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count.
Hardage dealing quickly. Shakes off a couple. Now he's ready.
And the pitch is low and away. Another full count.
He wanted to go back to that same pitch that Chance had chased a few times, but White able to hold up and not go after it, and he runs the count full.
And now another quick pitch. 3-2 is hit on the ground to third. A diving stop. He'll get up and throw to first, and they got him.
Got him by a step.
Great play at third base. Couple of great defensive plays here in the top of the second for the Walton Raiders, and they lead 3-1 through 1.5. We head to the bottom half of the second. 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School baseball is on the big delay.
9-1-2 hitters due up for Walton as we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Raiders with a 3-1 lead over the Cedartown Bulldogs here in Game 2. The nightcap, Andrew, and we are probably going to go well into the night. Late start to Game 1. It was supposed to start at 3. It started much closer to 4. This game was supposed to get underway at 5:30. It started a lot closer to 7 o'clock than it did 5:30, so this one's going to stretch into the late night hours. All red on the mound for the Bulldogs. Get set to go to work here in the bottom of the second.
Probably about as late as we were last night when we started our game late. All red kicks, and the pitch on the way is a line drive to left center field. On the run, a diving catch, it gets by him all the way to the fence. Runner's going to be at second base at least. He's going to turn and head toward third to the cutoff man. Throw to third. Will not be in time. Just got in under the tag. And it's a leadoff triple. Diving attempt in left field by Cedartown. Chance White tried to get to it. The center fielder, Tony Ware, backing up through into the cutoff man, and they made it a very close play at third. They'll take us back to the top of the order with Chatham. Chatham is walked his last time and scored.
Chance was trying to do his best Tony Ware impression out there in left field. He laid all out for it.
Runner at third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning for Walton. There's a breaking ball for a call, strike one.
Good pitch there by Allred. 68 down the middle, but with movement. 0-1 the count.
Here's the pitch. Hit foul. It's going to land in right field of the field to our right. And it's a strike two. Gavin Allred. Pitching in relief of Xavier Holiday, who only went a third of an inning, giving up 3 runs and walking 4. 0-2. Line drive right field, base hit down the line. It's 4-1, and that's probably going to be another triple. Unless it goes out of play. He's going to round second, going to stop there. And great job there to get to it quickly was Ace Allen out there in right. Holds him to a double, but Walton scores once more. And it's now 4-1.
Things just not going the Bulldogs' way early in this one against Walton. Of course, we had a good start to the game, Andrew, in the top half of the first inning.
Yes,
there. We were
did.
able to score one. We thought maybe some momentum would be on our side, but just unable to locate the strike zone in the bottom of the first, and now that's continuing over here into the bottom of the second. Walton already pushing one across, and now they've got a runner again in scoring position, still nobody out, and it's going to be Taylor, the shortstop, up to bat for the Raiders.
Taylor will take one down the middle for a strike called. And 2 extra base hits to start out the second, a triple and a double. Taylor, he has a walk and a run scored. 0-1 is hit toward left field. White has to come in. He lost his foot. That's going to get past him and roll all the way to the fence. Mental error in left field, and it's going to be another double, and another run is in, 5-1. He stumbled. He didn't quite see where the ball was, and he pays for it. It's now 5-1.
Tough play out there in left field.
That's he stopped, and then he stumbled down, and as soon as he was able to regain his footing, the ball was right at him, and it bounces away from him.
That'll bring up Clark, the designated hitter. Already has a hit, 2 RBIs on the night for Walton.
Pitch on the way. Gets by him, and a wild pitch will move the runner to third base. 1 ball, no strikes. Walton leads at 5-1. 3 runs in the first, and so far 2 here in the second. And certainly a chance to get more with nobody out and runner at third. That's taken high, ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes.
It's way upstairs, 77 miles an hour, and just missed right around the eyebrows.
The count 2-0. There is a man throwing in the Cedartown bullpen. One would think that's Jack Roper. 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. That one missed high. Allred wants a new baseball. He'll get one. Walton defeated, I think they played West Forsyth. Check that, North Forsyth. Earlier today and beat them pretty bad. That bounced up there. And that's ball 4.
West Forsyth is playing right now on the field to our right against Denmark, I believe.
First and third. And a couple of runs in here, and still none have been retired here in the second inning, in the bottom half of the second. Now Moeller, the batter. Allred looks in to Matthews. The pitch on the way. That's hit to straightaway center field and hard, but right at Tony Ware. He'll make the catch. Runner will tag from third and head home. And that'll score the 6th run.
But that is out number 1,
yes,
Andrew.
it is.
We finally got one. Finally able to retire someone here in the bottom of the second inning.
It was hit pretty hard. It's hard to hit a home run here.
It's 385 to straightaway center, plus that is a tall fence right there. 320 to the corners.
I'd say that batter's eye is probably 15 feet tall at least, maybe 20 feet. Winding the pitch. Looked like a strike, but it was called ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Reuter with a 1-0 count. He walked his last time. That's inside. Throw will not be made to second base. And it's 2 balls and no strikes and another runner in scoring position.
Kind of an interesting slide into second base there. Matthews made a good decision, though, Andrew, I think, by just putting that one in his pocket.
You don't want to give him an extra base that he's probably already going to get anyway.
So 2-0 the count against Reuter.
The pitch. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. Dogs just having trouble with the strike zone here. Three and 0. Allred delivers. There's a call, strike 1.
Good pitch there, kind of in the upper part of the zone there, but he got the call anyway, so we'll take it. We need all of those we can get right now.
Hitters count here. We'll see if Reuter is swinging, and he's not. It's ball 4.
Walks, walks, walks.
A whole bunch of them today. Cedartown has walked 6 batters in this game in only 2 innings.
Runner at first and second for Walton, only 1 out.
I guess if you try to look at the good side of things, a ground ball to an infielder could end the inning. Here's Alston. Alston will walk his last time. And he'll take a fastball high, ball 1. In case you missed it, the Atlanta Braves and Boston Red Sox played to a 6-6 tie today in the first game of spring training. The game ended on a pitch clock violation by the batter. 1-0 pitch. That one popped away, and Matthews can't find it. Runners move up 90 feet.
That one almost hit him.
2-0.
Infield will come in with the runners now at second and third. Playing just on the grass is Xavier Holiday. Cup just on the dirt right at the, well, there's not a dirt.
I was about to say, to be correct.
To be correct. The green part of the turf.
On the green part. Here's the 2-0. Bounced up there again, 3 balls, no strikes.
And that one was well inside. Allred continues to struggle to find the strike zone. You would think that we would go to Jack Roper since he's warming up. But, Andrew, after Jack Roper,
who else do you have?
Yeah, where do you go from there?
3-0 pitch. Strike 1 called, 3-1 the count. I mean, you could go to Cochran possibly, but you might want Cochran as a starter at some point. My guess is against Rockmart, you'd have enough off time for, say, a Brett Baxter to start again. 3-1 pitch. Line foul to the left side, 3-2. Don't know about the availability of Reese Tanner. He did start the first game today of the doubleheader in center field, but then was relieved later in the game. He might be battling some sort of ailment. Who knows? Don't want to make any speculation. He was also pulled in the North Atlanta game late. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, they're loaded up.
Allred missed high with that one. Tried to go back with the fastball and just he's been able to, or has been unable, I should say, to locate that fastball. He's missing high a lot with it. And he missed there as well. And now the bases are full of Raiders.
And Coach Johnson pops out of the dugout. Looks like we will make a change, and looks like it might be Cochran. So the day is over for Allred. He just couldn't get the strike zone worked out for him, but I believe Cole Cochran will take over. Walton 6, Cedartown 1. We'll take a 90-second timeout and come back with more of this ball game.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking for that dream home, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help you find the home you've been looking for. The Hometown Realty team has a reputation for matching people with properties, knowledge of the market, and love of the areas where they work and live. Whether residential, commercial, or land real estate, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help make it happen. Call Rick today at Hometown Realty at 770-505-7766 or directly at 770-547-3139. Find your next home on the web at rickbaxter.net. The winning team at Hometown Realty says, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the big delay.
Coach Johnson will go to Cole Cochran, who will inherit a base pad full of Walton Raiders. 6-1 is your score. We are in the bottom half of the second inning. Cedartown struggling to find the strike zone against this Walton team, and they are making us pay for it, Andrew.
They are. Cochran will complete his warm-up tosses. He does throw very well. He's got a lot of movement on his pitches. Cochran will be the third pitcher Cedartown has thrown up there. So Allred goes an inning, giving up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts. We have not had a strikeout thrown in this game by anybody who started. So Holiday only went a third of an inning, giving up 3 runs on 4 walks and 1 hit. So it's 6-3 and 1 for Walton, 1-1 and 1 for us. The batter is Wright for the Walton Raiders. The catcher. 0 for 1. A Raider at every base with 1 gone. The pitch called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out in the bottom half of the second. 3 runs in here in the second for the Walton Raiders. The 0-1. A bouncer, that one gets away, and Matthews cannot. He hasn't been able to stop any pitches in the dirt so far, and that's going to make it 7-1. Runners move up second and third. Just about every time they get past him, they just go right between his legs.
Yep. And you know, now it's 7-1 now, Andrew, and you're starting to think we're having trouble locating the strike zone still. With our third pitcher of the night, this might be a short game.
Infielders playing in on the green paint. One pitch. Didn't mean to. Tapped it foul down the left side, and it's now 1-2.
Yep, little check swing, but we'll take it. Bulldogs still only able to record 1 out so far here in the bottom of the second.
We're back with you on Wednesday. Cedartown hosting Rockmart, first of 2 with the Jackets in the coming week. On March the 1st. 1-2 pitch. Just missed inside. Man, that looked like a good pitch.
That was a good pitch there. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. Hit on the ground to first base. Cole Dingler will get the out at first, taking himself. The run will score from third, and it's now 8-1, but that's out number 2. And now runner at third base with 2 outs. And that's a 4 spot for the Raiders here in the second. Alston at third base, and Sonderman, the Raider right fielder, who is 0 for 1, will bat. Cole Cochran trying to get out of the inning. These runs will be charged to Gavin Allred. The pitch. A fastball and a called strike over the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike.
We'll take it. 76 on that corner from Cochran. See if he can make short work here of Sonderman.
0-1. That's way outside, and Matthews with a great stop. Great snow cone grab of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Someone mentioned a chocolate milkshake a while ago, and man, that sure did sound good.
Yeah, it does.
Unfortunately, by the time we get out of here, it might be, you might have to hope Waffle House has one. 1-1 pitch. And that's hit on the ground, foul down the third base line, and Cochran pitch away from getting out of the inning. Does DoorDash deliver here?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's a good idea.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But the damage done in this inning, it's 9-1. Walton on top of the Bulldogs here through 2 innings. We head now to the third. Cedartown Bulldogs baseball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown, across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
8-1 is your score as we go to the top of the third inning. The Bulldogs looking to battle back here against Walton. Cedartown struggling to find the strike zone. Let's see if we can wake the bats up and push some runs across.
Score correction, by the way, it is 8-1, not 9-1.
Looks like we're going to go back to the, well, we'll go to the bottom. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Dogs. Ace Allen with Dylan Cupp on deck.
Cedartown with only 1 hit.
1 hit on 1 run.
Yep, that came from Denver Nail. Dylan Cupp scored our only run so far. So usually when Dylan gets on base, he's going to score. That's a fastball outside, ball 1 to Ace Allen. Ace is playing right field in this game. Called strike, 1-1 the count.
He started at third base with Xavier Holiday on the mound. When Xavier was pulled.
1-1 is sliced to the right side. That's going to go foul.
Ace moved to right field.
Ace can play left or right field. He's played all three positions in the first 5 games of the season for Cedartown. 1-2 pitch. A high chopper to third base. Fielded cleanly on one hop. A low throw. Dug out, though, at first base. And that'll be out number 1. Good play there as Router threw low to Moeller over at first, but he's able to pick it up.
Yeah, Moeller able to hold the bag. It was low, and it was also to his right, so he had to make a good stretch there, but he's able to get that to retire Allen, and that'll bring up Dylan Cup. Cup, of course, walked to start off the game.
And worked to count full and got another great at-bat there for the senior Dylan Cup. First pitch to Dylan. Fouls that one off the net. No balls, 1 strike. Hardage working fast. The 0-1. Again to the opposite side and foul.
Cup battling here against Hardage. But he's in a hole 0-2. Nobody on, 1 out.
The Y in the 0-2. Line drive right side again and foul.
Lands right there near the bullpen down the right field side, and foul ball from somewhere else just landed on top of the roof.
No balls, 2 strikes to Dylan Cup. Looking for his first hit in this game. And that's taken outside, ball 1. One-two pitch toward third base. He'll take that one on a hop. He'll have to pump and throw, and it's away from the bag. I think it might have hit Dylan Cup on the way down. We'll see how they score it. It's probably going to be an E5. We'll see how they score it. I would think it would be.
He scored it in here.
I would tend to agree.
I like that. I'll take it.
Because it went off of the runner and it was kind of away from the bag, it's got to be an E5, and it is. The official score for this game for Georgia Dugout Club says it's an error, and our score says it's an error, and I tend to agree. It is an E5.
I'll agree with all 3 of them.
Denver Nell, 1 for 1. Taken high and away, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike, or no strikes rather. He's got the only Bulldog hit. Pitch. There's a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Denver. Two nines the pitch. A pop-up to right center field. And the catch will be made, and Cup back to first base, and that's out number 2. That ball
right
hung up for a while.
Came in, had plenty of time to get underneath it. It was high in the air out there.
The fog isn't as bad as it was earlier. I think the drizzle stopped.
It almost has completely stopped. It almost looks like there's still just a light drizzle, Andrew, but that's about it.
Eli Barrow, he walked his last time. And Eli will take a pitch upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Eli's had a good day at the plate today. 1-0 pitch. Again, high for ball 2.
This one came in at 80. The pitch before it came in at 79. So Hardage climbing the ladder, but Eli not biting.
2-0 pitch. That ball is skied to left field. Left fielder back toward the wall. Back to the wall. Off the wall. It's going to be down. Cup's rounding third, heading home. He will score. And Eli Barrow has a RBI double, and it's 8-2.
And that's about as long of a double as you can get right there. Barrow hit it to the fence.
That's a home run in Cedartown.
Yes, it is.
That's well out of here in Cedartown. Cedartown has a shorter fence and not as deep as it is here at Lake Point.
Cedartown soccer in action against Calhoun up in Rome at Barron Stadium, and they are tied at 0 starting the second half. That is a good boys soccer team for the Bulldogs. They are undefeated, I believe, so far on the season.
That ball is fouled away by Dingler. 0-1. Hoping we'll get to call a game or two of soccer this year. Runner at second base is Eli Barrow, the DH. The pitch. Foul ball to the right. It's 0-2.
It takes a big thud off of the concrete and rolls to the fence on the field just to the right of us. Hardage with a new baseball, pitching from the stretch. He slowed down a little bit pitching from the stretch, but he's still working fairly efficiently.
The 0-2. Way upstairs, ball 1 to Dingler.
1-2 now the count.
Dingler hitless in one try in this game. 1-2 pitch. Hit off the end of that right side. That might be trouble. The ball is going to be caught and a diving try. No, it's down. It's going to be foul, I think. He didn't catch it, and it was in foul territory. A diving try over there, and he's kind of slow to get up as he slid into the fence. Not a lot of foul territory here.
Yeah, that was Sonderman. Made a good play on that ball, but just couldn't get there in time. But like you said, Andrew, there is not a lot of foul territory at all. Maybe, 8 or 10 feet at most over there on the right side.
Yeah, there's more toward the infield than there is in the outfield. You know, with the configuration here at Lake Point, they have to conserve as much space as they can to get all the fields in here into this small space. So 1-2 pitch is on the house, and here it is, and it's high and away, 2-2.
Count evened up now on Cole Dingler, the Bulldog first baseman.
2-2 pitch, swung and missed. It's in the dirt. They'll have to throw him out, and they will. And the side is retired. Cedartown gets an RBI double from Eli Barrow, scoring Dylan Cupp, and it's 8-2. Cedartown trails the Walton Raiders. We'll come back with the bottom half of the third after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Bulldogs score 1 in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Your score is 8-2. Cole Cochran back on the mound for the Bulldogs. The third pitcher for Cedartown in the game so far. And what we would give for a quick inning, Andrew.
That was my thoughts exactly. I was just thinking Cedartown could use a quick inning. Number 12 will lead things off for the Walton Raiders. And Cole Cochran will start his first full inning of work. First pitch, outside, 1 ball, no strikes. This might be a pinch hitter. So this is the second baseman, Dastow. 1-0 to Dastow. Ball 2 outside. How many times tonight have we started batters out behind?
Yeah, and you know, that's a tough spot to be in. And then, especially if you give up a leadoff walk, you can count on your hands, you know, how many times does that come around to bite you in the butt? It happens quite a bit.
2-0 pitch. There's a called strike, 2 balls and 1 strike.
We needed that one. We need Cole to battle here. Of course, like we said, it's his third pitcher so far for the Dogs. We need him to get some good quality innings and some quick outs.
2-1 pitch. There's a hard hit ball deep to left field. Going back, it's off the glove of Chance White to the fence. And that's going to be a double.
Tough play again there in left field for White.
The line drive is hard to catch,
it
Sam,
is.
But it's a catch that I think Chance knows he should have probably had. But unfortunately, it's going to be a double.
But it was tattooed, that's for sure.
Very hard.
We'll go back to the top of the order.
It's going to be Chatham, the center fielder. And Chatham has scored twice.
Walked.
1-for-1 with an RBI. Cochran looks to second base. Always from the stretch and the pitch. A fastball strike call. Outside corner.
We'll take it.
In case you missed it before, Cedartown and Calhoun are tied.
That's 1-0 now.
1-0 now.
Gail Connor sent us a score update. 1-0 Calhoun.
She must be burying the cold in the rain. That's a line drive foul to the right side. Strike 2 over at Barron Stadium is where those games are played. They've had a soccer showcase up there all day long. In the city of Seven Hills and Three Rivers. Nothing in 2, the count. Cochran looks towards second. The stretch, the pitch. Hard hit to third base. X will look the runner back. He'll throw to first, and he got him for out number 1. Good play by X.
Very good play there.
Sharply hit right at him, and he's very good defensive third baseman, able to handle that hot ground ball.
That'll bring up Taylor, the shortstop. He has walked and scored twice.
Runner at second with 1 out after the leadoff double, and then the ground out toward third. Got us the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Cole delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Eight runs is a big deficit, but has to start somewhere. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's the saying about the big lead? You can't eat an elephant, but you have to do it 1 bite at a time.
1 bite at a time, 1 run at a time, 1 base at a time, 1 out at a time.
And right now, we need the outs.
Yes, we do.
1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away here in the third. Cochran delivers high and tight, 2-1.
I'm going to back him off just a little bit. Big lead out there by the runner at second.
The 2-1 pitch.
Ooh.
Another high and tight pitch. 3-1.
Need a strike here, Andrew. Need a strike here.
Hitters count, 3-1 the count. The pitch on the way. Ball 4. Very close pitch. I'm telling you what.
That's tough right there. That one is tough. That'll bring up Clark, the designated hitter. He'll come to the plate with the runner at first and second and only one out.
That's the 8th walk by Bulldog pitching today. In this game, I should say. Clark digs in against Cochran. And the pitch. Hit to left field again, another test. Back to the fence. This time he's got it.
He had a good initial read on that one, Andrew. He made a good jump on it and was able to get to his spot exactly where he needed to be and then make a good throw in. That'll hold both of the runners.
Chance White there right on the warning track, but again, he had him played perfectly. So now 2 outs and 2 on.
That'll bring up Moeller, the first baseman. He's got, it shows what, 2 RBIs?
2 ribbies. The pitch on the way to him. It's taken high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. He's 0 for 1 at the plate. A couple of RBIs on sacrifices, I believe. 1-0 pitch. Called strike 1.
We'll take it.
I'll tell you, there have been some outside calls that have been called strikes and pitches down the middle that I thought were supposed to be strikes, and they weren't.
Right, and I was just about to say that Cole is really taking advantage of that outside call that he's getting. And you can't blame him.
Cochran delivers, hits him on the back, and the bases are loaded.
It is not what you wanted to do at all.
And now Reuter, the third baseman, will bat. He's walked twice and has scored once. The softball team has that cheer, "We love free bases, we love free bases," and Walton is loving the free bases.
Yeah, well, we've given them a lot of free bases.
That's the 8. Well, we've had 8 walks, 1 hit batsman.
And Walton has scored 8 runs.
So for every walk, they've scored 1 to match it. That one gets away. Runner's going to score. And he will make it. Runners move up 90 feet, second and third. It's now 9-2. Walton leads by 7. One ball, no strikes. Here's the stretch and the 1-0 pitch to Reuter coming, and here it is. There's a called strike 1. 1-1 the count. Painted the outside corner again. And Cole ought to go there one more time.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to keep getting that call, Andrew, you keep pounding that outside corner.
1-1 pitch.
That's where he goes again, but he missed that time.
Time it low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Bulldogs in a 7-run hole here in the third.
2-1 pitch. Hit towards second base. Denvernell, 1 hop will handle it. Throw over to first in time, and the inning is over. But Walton adds more to the total. 1 run in the inning. And they leave some runners on, 2 runners on the board, as a matter of fact. And the score is 9-2 as we head to the 4th. Back after this word from our Bulldog sponsors here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Top of the fourth, Bulldogs trail 9-2 here at Lake Point in Emerson, Georgia. Cedartown coming off of a win in Game 2 of the weekend, Game 1 of this doubleheader, 6-1 against East Paulding, but trailing by 7 here against the Walton Raiders in Game 2 for tonight, Game 3 of the weekend series. Rockmart got to go to the beach. Did you see that?
I did see that. They played some teams down there in southeast Georgia, did they not?
Yeah, and then they went to the beach.
Must be nice.
Huh. Oh, well. I'll take Emerson. Much shorter commute.
True. Top of the fourth, Xavier Holiday will lead things off for the Dogs. It'll be X, then Tony Ware, Dakota Matthews.
We got a pitching change.
Got a southpaw on the mound. We'll see if we can get the new kid in just a moment. First pitch to X. He'll take a called strike one. It's a tapper foul, strike two.
We do know that it's number 11 for the Raiders, but we do not have his name yet. He's got an 0-2 count on Holiday.
Tapper foul again. Our game changer has not made an adjustment on the pitcher on the mound as of yet. They still have Hardage out there. Swung and missed, strike three, and X is down on strikes. And that's out number one.
You know, he's had a tough go at it at the plate as well, just not really producing the way that he would want to. That'll bring up number 13 for the Bulldogs, Tony Ware. Tony comes to the plate with one out and nobody on.
And the pitch is low and away, ball one.
Ooh, that hit 87, Andrew.
Whoa.
87 on the... That one will get you a ticket.
You'll lose your license for that. There's a off-speed pitch, went from 87 to 76 and got a called strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one pitch, grounded towards shortstop. He'll take it and field it over to first, and he got him for out number 2. So Tony Ware is out after a good play at shortstop.
Good hustle there by Ware, though, to get down the line, but just could not beat it out, and that will bring up Dakota Matthews. Matthews 0 for 1 on the night so far.
With a strikeout. So Alston is the new pitcher. Taking high, 1 ball and no strikes. And they put in a new left fielder as well. That's outside ball 2. 2-0 the count to the DH Dakota Matthews.
Yeah, it's left fielder.
Yeah, LF.
LFO.
No. Ball 3 low and away.
Just LF.
Three balls, no strikes with 2 outs. The pitch to Matthews. And that's low ball 4 after making quick work of the first 2 he faces. A 4-pitch walk put the DH aboard.
A good way to bounce back for Matthews there. Like you said, he struck out in his first at bat, comes back and draws a
Take that back.
Pitch walk.
Take that back. The catcher, the DH, he's being DH'd, or the DH is Eli Barrow, who would normally catch. And now Chance White is due up.
White also 0 for 1. Comes to the plate with 1 on and 2 outs in a 9-2 ball game here in the top of the 4th inning.
Brett Baxter is going to run for Matthews. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Swung and missed.
Big cut there by White. Trying to just put the ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Alston delivers. A fastball 87 outside.
Oh, that one just missed. He was headed to the dugout.
Everybody else was as well.
They wanted that one.
Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung and missed. He'll have to run to first base, and he will, and that'll be out number 3 in the top of the 4th. Walton 9, Cedartown 2, a runner left aboard. We head now to the bottom half. Cedartown baseball on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Back after this.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Nine to 2 is your score. Field 11, Lake Point. Bulldogs trail the Walton Raiders as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We will have a new pitcher for the Bulldogs. It'll be number 8, Cole Dingler.
So Cole will take over. The first appearance for him this year.
Is Eli Barrow going to play first base?
It appears he is.
All right. Coach Johnson throwing out all the stops against the Raiders.
See if there's any other changes. Looks like Britt Baxter checks into left field.
Did you also notice I didn't do that during the first game?
You didn't. You did not.
But I did. I did now.
Throw goes down to second base, ready to go here, and Cole Dingler will be the 4th Bulldog pitcher in as many innings.
looks like defensively everything is still the same for the Bulldogs. Chance White comes out, and Britt Baxter checks in, like you said, but then in the outfield you got Tony Ware still in center, Ace Allen still over in right field, Denver Nell still at second, and then, of course, Dylan Cupp at short and Xavier Holiday at third. So a new pitcher, a new left fielder, and a new first baseman.
Dingler kicks and fires. A bouncer for ball one.
That one just short.
I think Cole may have pitched once or twice last year.
I believe he did. That rings a bell to me, Andrew.
Now, his big brother Cade would pitch a lot. He was actually one of the starting rotations when he was on the team.
Yep.
1-0 was outside, 2-0.
But I do feel like Cole might have made a few appearances last year on the mound. But this would be his first this year, correct?
Yes. 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0.
And that one just missed.
Pitch on the way. There's a called strike one, 3-1 the count. Dingler comes set, 3-1 pitch, ball four. Another walk.
Yeah, high and away. That'll put the leadoff man at first base off of a walk.
That is the 9th free pass issued by Cedartown pitching.
Pinch runner coming on for Walton. It'll be number 6. Who knows? So that should bring up right. Not left. And not wrong. But right.
Your grasp of the English language is
commendable. It is.
There's a foul ball off his foot, 0-1 the count. Especially this late at night and as tired as we both are.
You got that right. If there is such a thing as a struggle bus, I am on it. I might be driving it. Dingler comes set and pitch on the way, and that is hit over to the right side, but that's going to go foul, Andrew. Thank goodness.
0-2. Three games next week.
Yep.
Rockmart at home Wednesday, Pepperell at home Friday.
Pepperell.
And at Rockmart on Saturday.
The Lindale Dragons.
0-2. Whoa, that looks pretty good.
That did.
But it's ball one. A bit off the outside corner. Maybe a little bit low. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got it. That's the first out here in the 4th. And the first strikeout by Cole Dingler.
It's a final from Barron Stadium, Andrew. The Calhoun Yellow Jackets defeated the Cedartown Bulldogs by a final score of 2-0. Thank you, Miss Gail, for that scoring update. And she let me know that she is not braving the cold. She was watching one game on her phone and one game on her computer.
That bounces up there, runner goes for second, and Matthews just couldn't get a handle on the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. I don't blame her one bit.
I don't either. We are in a nice, comfortable press box here. Didn't have to battle the elements either, and most of the fans are not because of the covered seating area.
1-0 pitch, a bouncer, and Matthews keeps it in front, 2-0. Thankfully, the rain has stopped.
We're the last game still going, Andrew.
2-0. Fly ball foul right side.
We really are the nightcap.
Is there one right behind us?
There is not.
2 balls, 1 strike. Well, the games on this field were probably the most behind of any of the games here, at least on this side of the Lake Point complex. Cole with a 2-1. Ball 3 bouncing up there.
Good stop there by Matthews on that one. He's had some struggle behind the plate, but he was a brick wall right there, holding the runner there at second. But it's a 3-1 count on Sonderman.
Walton has won every game they played here in this tournament. 3-1 pitch. Popped a mile in the air left side. White coming in quick. Whether that's Baxter is going to drop in front of him. They will throw to second, not in time, and runners will be at second and third.
Just lost track of it there right at the last second, it looked like.
And Baxter's got experience playing outfield. It was just an honest mistake by him.
So that'll put a runner at second and third with 1 out.
That'll be an E7 there on the dropped pop. There's a ball popped up, shallow center field. That's going to get down. That's going to score 1 run, probably 2. Run will come home to score. Throw comes in. It is now 11-2. And Walton pouring it on here in the 4th.
Yeah, they are.
Little dying duck there in shallow center.
Well, but you can see why Walton has won every game that they've played this weekend. They are, 4-2 on their season, but a good ball club.
Well, they're also a 7A school, biggest classification in Georgia.
Yes, they are.
So the pool you have to choose from, certainly a lot bigger than, say, a 4A school. Here's Chatham. That was Dastal who had the 2-run single on a 3-1 pitch. And Dingler will deliver. A high chopper to shortstop. Dylan Cup on the first double play. It's a 6-3 double play. Great job by Dylan Cup to step on the bag and throw over to first base to retire the side. And is that the ball game? I don't think it is. I think we still play on into the 5th. And we will. The score is 11-2. Walton on top by 9. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
(11-2), the Bulldogs trail the Raiders of Walton. We will go to the top of the 5th inning. Ace Allen, swing and a miss, strike 1.
The Raiders, 11 runs on, only 5 hits. 0-1 pitch is low. 1-1 the count now to Ace Allen.
Congratulations to the CHS track team. They won at the Cartersville Invitational today.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball. Didn't miss by much. 2-1 the count. course, Sam Branch will have the wrap-up of this series and all the CHS sports happening this weekend. Lots to choose from. You're going to have a long sports talk on Monday. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A big cut by Allen, 2-2.
Of course, the Braves, as we've mentioned a couple times, they were in action today in spring training. College basketball this weekend. SEC teams trying to pad their resumes as we get ready to go into March Madness. Who is in, who is out?
2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, outside corner. Ace Allen will take a seat after he was mesmerized by that pitch. An 85-mile-per-hour fastball from Alston. And here's Dylan Cupp. Dylan Cupp. He's 0 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a walk.
The second-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide picked up a win at home, Andrew, against Arkansas by a final of 86-83. A close game there for the Tide.
They've had some close ones. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Big cut on an off-speed pitch. 0-1 the count.
Of course, Alabama will be a number 1 seed in the tournament, and they are lined up to win the SEC regular season championship before going into the SEC tournament.
0-1 pitch. And off speed again, that time outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 11th ranked Tennessee Volunteers knocked off South Carolina 85-45. Your Georgia Bulldogs fell to Missouri 85-63.
Tough season for them. High chopper hit on the ground to second base. He'll pick that one up. Throw on to first in time for out number 2.
And the Auburn Tigers were handed a horrible, horrible defeat at the hands of the Kentucky Wildcats. 86-54.
Holy smokes. That's almost as bad as the Georgia loss to Alabama. Swing and a miss by Denver Nell, strike 1.
Well, especially considering that at one time Auburn was ranked just outside of the top 15.
0-1 pitch, off speed. Well, not off speed, a fastball a bit low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
But that just shows you how.
Well, at least the Georgia Bulldogs were never ranked this year and won't be.
And
ball 2, 2-1 the count.
You're back-to-back world champs. And a chance to do it again next year. So, you got that.
True. 2-1 pitch. Chopper hit toward first. He'll take it himself on the 3 unassisted. And the Dogs go in order in the top of the 5th inning. Your score is Walton 11 and Cedartown 2 through 4.5. We'll come back with more baseball. I believe we will after this. You're on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're a first time.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
11-2 is your score as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Cole Dingler still on the mound in relief for the Bulldogs. Cedartown trying to keep Walton at bay here. Talking about some other scores, the number 1 ranked LSU Tigers in college baseball suffered a loss today at the hands of the Iowa Hawkeyes by a final of 12-4, Andrew. Georgia beat Princeton in a doubleheader. They won 12-5 in one game.
Speaking of LSU, Rockmart's Ty Floyd on that team. One of their pitchers. Very good pitcher.
9-0 was the final for Georgia in their other doubleheader. Of course, the SEC is loaded when it comes to baseball. But right here, the Bulldogs trail 11-2. First pitch on the way. That one just missed, Andrew.
I'm telling you, not getting anything on the borderline. 1 ball, no strikes. So the Georgia boys beat the New Jersey boys.
Yep.
1-0. It's down low, ball 2.
Donovan, the new batter for Walton.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fouled away down the right side, and it's 2-1. Cedartown Youth Sports opening day, by the way, is coming up in a few weeks. 3 weeks from today, as a matter of fact. That's March the 18th, I believe.
17th, 18th.
17th, maybe. 2-1 pitch. Bounces up there, ball 3.
Going to have a parade again. The parade route will be just a little bit different.
It's going to be on
this year.
It's going to be on the 18th, yes. They're going to go through downtown. 3-1 is hit on the ground. 2 hops to Dylan Cup. The throw on the first. A low throw. That gets away. And the runner will be at second base at the very least.
But did you see the stretch by Eli Barrow there?
Yeah.
To go down and go after that one. Your starting
catcher,
your primary catcher, was just laying out for it over at first base. But yeah, the parade, opening day parade, is going to go down Main Street, and then it's going to cut and go down, I believe, West Girard there. Is that correct, if I remember correctly, what Jeff said? And then, of course, it will end at Northwest Park. They'll go down Linton Drive and finish there, and they'll have a whole afternoon, and it's going to be a big deal. Not just the parade, but they're going to have some food vendors down at Northwest Park, a really big opening day.
A tapper foul off his foot, left side, 0-1 the count.
So we encourage everybody to come out there. Even if you don't have any kids playing, we invite you all to come down. We'll be doing a couple of games.
Yeah, Big AA will be doing some Little League games. Little League opening day is of course, in conjunction with Cedartown softball and soccer. So there'll be a lot of kids at Northwest Park in a few weeks' time. No balls and 1 strike to count to Baker, the batter. Looks like Walton is emptying their bench. There's a breaking ball that, again, just barely missed.
Just missed. He is not getting that call at all. And, you know, that's got to be frustrating for him. But you just have to battle here. That's all you can do.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Tapper foul, strike 2. 1-2. It'll be good to be back home. Cedartown Bulldogs baseball on Wednesday.
Yes, it will.
Versus the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. You'll be back for that, won't you?
I will be back. I'll get to do both Rockmart games.
You'll be with me on Wednesday. I believe Jamie Newsom with me on Friday. There's a pop-up, shallow right field. And that's the catch. Runner will tag, but he will not try it.
You know, anytime you can get Chief Jamie Newsom in the broadcast booth, it's a good day. It's a good day.
It's just like old times. Jamie and I used to call ball games all the time together. Back when Casey Newsom was playing. And, of course, Casey Newsom now an assistant coach on this team. I believe he also helps coach the middle school team. He might even be the head coach. I'm not sure. But he's in coaching, and he loves it.
Harrison Pyle is one of the head coaches. But they had talked about splitting them into 2 different squads, so I'm not sure.
Swing and a miss. There's a good pitch there from Cole Dingler. 0-1 the count to the next batter. That's Christman.
They do have 2 different middle school squads, so Coach Newsom might be the coach of one of those.
0-1. Breaking ball. It's going to get
legs.
away. And runner will be at third base. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Jamie and I called a couple of games together as well back in those days. I remember one trip we made to Pepperell back in the old flip phone and box days. And we still have
that box, by the way.
We just about had to call the game over the phone instead of using the box. It just did not want to cooperate with us, and so we're standing there, and it was windy. Oh my goodness, it was windy.
And they had no lights back then.
And it was hard to hear. It was like a Saturday afternoon game.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball and a called strike 2. Yeah, in fact, Pepperell installed lights for the first time this season at their baseball field. And Darlington still does not have lights. Here's the 1-2.
No comment.
Low and away, ball 2. When we played Darlington, in fact, the past couple of times we played Darlington, we just about had to deal with impending darkness.
Well, luckily this year we run-ruled them in the 6th inning and didn't have to worry about it.
That's true. 2-2 pitch is a comebacker to the mound, and over to first in time. Runner will stay put at third base.
I was a little worried what we were going to do there.
Well, I think Cole Dingler wanted to go play first base again.
Well, I think he wanted to actually just hand Eli Barrow the ball instead of just kind of underhanded pitching it to him. I think he just wanted to hand it to him.
He probably went over there to Eli and said, "Hey, you want to pitch? You want to switch places?"
Yeah, I'll swap with you.
So Dingler back in there. Runner at third base with 2 outs now.
Dr. Jerry Hand and I called a couple of games together way back in the day. He was a good partner to have.
High and tight, ball 1.
Of course, Dr. Hand was a former college baseball coach. Coached at a couple of different places.
He coached. He was head coach for a little while, wasn't he? 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Well inside, other side of his back.
I
didn't dream that up, did I?
I do not remember. I do remember that he was on the coaching staff at Rutgers at one point in his career and also did some time down at LSU. Of course, he's a big LSU Tigers fan.
I won't hold that against him.
Not at all.
2-0 pitch, a bouncer, 3 balls and no strikes.
Of course, Doc's son, Jimmy, was a phenomenal baseball player, played at the collegiate level. Doc and Janine now call the big city of Savannah, Georgia home, down on the coast. Good for them.
Not a bad place to be.
Not at all.
3-0 pitch, a call, strike 1. It's 3-1 now, the count.
Their youngest is out of the house and in college now. Josie attends the University of Georgia. I'm sure they are loving the empty nesting.
Called, strike 2.
We'll take it. I will say this, the umpire has been somewhat consistent giving him that outside corner. Now, he's not giving him anything on the inside.
Dingler with a 3-2 pitch. Popped up right side. Barrow giving chase. Still coming. And the catch will be made by Denver Nail. Came out of nowhere to make that catch. He was the only one who had a chance to get to that one, and that'll be out number 3. No runs allowed here in the top half of the 5th inning. It's still a 9-run game, 11-2. We'll come back with the top of the 6th after this word from our Bulldog sponsors.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome. And even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Tequila.
I'm shaking my imaginary maracas.
Thank you.
11-2 is your score.
This is when we need a camera in the booth.
That's it. Oh, as my hat falls off of the table.
Well, you're shaking those maracas so hard. just shook everything.
We'll go to the, top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs trail by 9. Need to do something, and quickly.
Eli Barrow, who's commanding the right side of the infield, will lead things off.
I'd like to know the last time he played first base. That'd be an interesting stat. Throw down to second, and it looks like we've got a new pitcher again for Walton. It will be number 23 for the Raiders.
I think it's Crone.
You are Johnny on the spot. And that's when you say no. Actually, I'm Andrew on the spot. I'm Andrew on the spot.
Oh, thank you.
I set you up for that one.
I can't. Barrow,
it's
Dingler,
too
and
late.
Holiday, the batters due up here in the inning. Pitch down the middle. Strike called. 0-1.
It is quickly approaching my bedtime.
0-1 pitch. Outside. 1-1 the count. 82 from Crone. 1-1 pitch. Fastball away. Hey, tomorrow it's supposed to be 68 degrees. That'll be nice.
That will be nice. Is the sun going to come back out?
2-1 is low and away. 3-1 the count. I think if it's going to get to 68, I'm sure it will.
I hope it does.
By the way, early next week, no games for Cedartown on Monday or Tuesday, but as we mentioned, our next game will be versus Rockmart. Pop up right side on a 3-1 pitch, drifting toward the fence. It's going to be out of play.
Off the top of the dugout, over to the other top of the dugout.
And it rolled into the other field. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count now to Eli Barrow. Eli has a base hit and an RBI today in this game. He's had a good day at the plate. He was the DH. Now he is playing first base. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4.
So Barrow's aboard.
Yeah, as dismal as the game has been, Sam, for Cedartown on the pitching mound, and really our bats kind of being held at bay in this particular game, Eli Barrow's been a bright spot.
Yes, he has. It'll bring up Cole Dingler. He'll come to the plate with 1 on and nobody out, and Crone goes to work.
That's taken high. 1 ball and no strikes. Dingler 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The stretch, the 1-0. That's a strike, 80 miles an hour, 1-1 the count, right down the middle. One pitch, a bouncer for ball 2.
Sounds like they've got the lawn equipment out downstairs.
Yes.
For this no grass field. It's the leaf blowers.
Got to keep the rubber pellets in check. 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. Could be 2, 6, 4, and 3. Twin killing will be 2 outs in the inning. And the base is empty. And X Holiday will be the final hope for the Dogs here in the 6th inning. Crone comes set and delivers. Line drive right to third base. And the double play will be 3 up and 3 down. With that walk mixed in there by Barrow. We head now to the bottom half of the 6th. Walton 11 and Cedartown 2. Unless they call it, looks like we will play. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Big Double A.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Delay.
– 11-2 your score. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cole Dingler still on the mound for the Bulldogs. Cedartown had a good defensive inning in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if we can't repeat that here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Of course, a big lead for this Raiders team.
Dogs' bats have been stymied. Scored a run in the first and a run in the third. And that's been it. We're not in Talladega, folks. That's low, ball one. Man, that's loud. And that's just our microphone. If you're down there at the lower level, that's loud. Now bounces up there. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, 1 run and this game's over.
Yes, it is, Andrew.
2-0 the count. Dingler with a pitch.
Whoa.
Ball 3.
That one just missed. Cole has done well.
3-0 the count.
There he is.
Pitch on the way. A called strike 1.
The Brody man getting a bird's eye view from the stairwell.
Here's the 3-1. Fouled away to the left side and a full count.
Dingler, of course, the regular first baseman for Cedartown, but with the pitching struggles here in this game against Walton, we've had to use all available resources as that one's fouled off the right side, or the left side, I should say again. Of course, Xavier started this game, went a third of an inning. And then you had, who came after that? Cochran?
No, that was Cochran. I think was the.
No, Cochran was the third pitcher.
Ball 4. I guess I could look it up, couldn't I?
I mean, that
it was Gavin Allred, and
go,
then
yeah.
Cole Cochran, and now Dingler. Yep. Winning run aboard for the Raiders here in the bottom half of the 6th.
And it's going to bring up number 28 for Walton.
That's right. Pilger drawing the base on balls, and now right. A left-handed batter. Dingler with the pitch. It's taken upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. We've been here for 8 hours.
Been here for a while.
1-0. Swing and a miss.
Big swing and a miss.
Good pitch. 1-1 the count.
He was aiming for 75 with that one. And I'm referring to the interstate, not the speed.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, pop up left side. And
long run.
Is it fair? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Runners will be at first and second. Just landing fair. Another dying duck. Can of corn, whatever you want to call it. Runners at first and second with nobody out.
That was a long run for Brett Baxter, and it was just hit in the absolute worst possible spot for Cedartown. Just nowhere to go with it.
So the winning run is in scoring position at second with nobody out.
That'll bring up number 3, Sonderman.
Sonderman is 0 for 3. Walton 11, Cedartown 2, Sam.
Number 3 is 0 for 3. We have a courtesy runner for the catcher. And there goes the courtesy runner. And it'll be number 18 for Walton.
Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Behind the batter, 1 ball, no strikes, and caught by Dakota Matthews. Didn't get past him. Runners stay put, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, if that one would have got past him, that would have moved everybody up. And then you're 1 base away from a ball game.
1-0 pitch. Popped up, shallow left field. Brett Baxter's underneath. Comes in, and he dropped it off his glove. Runners will move up. The bases will be loaded unless they get the force at second, and they do not. And the bases will be loaded with nobody out. That was a very close play at second.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Denver Nail might have got spiked.
Yeah, he did. He seems to be joking about it, though, with the Walton player there on second base.
He's all right.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Maybe a little tenderfooted.
Infield will come in with the bases loaded.
Winning run at third. Pitch. A pop-up right side, foul ball, 0-1. A fly ball into the outfield will be the ball game. A ground ball that doesn't come home will be the ball game.
A walk will be the ball game.
Yep.
A hit batsman will be the ball game.
The outfielders are at Little League depth. Pitch on the way. Ball 1.
A wild pitch or a passed ball will be the ball game, or could be the ball game.
Walton 2, Cedartown, Walton 11, Cedartown 2. Pitch. Must have been low, 2-1. Popped up.
I got it.
Right side, foul territory. Eli Barrow makes the catch right on the foul line. 1 gone. That will not bring a home run. That's the only.
That's the only.
That's the only one
really.
that wouldn't.
Yep. But it's only 1 out.
Once again,
the leaf blower
is going.
Well, you know, Andrew, there really are a lot of leaves around here.
Here's Chatham. And he'll take one upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of fresh cut grass that needs to be taken care of.
You said it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Called strike right down the middle, 1-1 the count. One pitch. That's going to be the ball game unless it's 2, 6, 4. Nope, that's it. Walton wins 12-2. Tried to turn the double play, but it was just too late. And Walton wins in 6. The final score, Walton Raiders 12 and Cedartown 2. You want to just wrap it up right now?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. 11 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors for Walton. 2 runs, 2 hits, and 4 errors for the Bulldogs, and 3 of those errors occurred in left field. So definitely some things to clean up for the Cedartown Bulldogs as they get ready to face the Rock Martin Yellow Jackets on Wednesday. Well, Cedartown takes 1 of 3 this weekend. A loss on Friday night to North Forsyth, a win earlier today against East Paulding, and then, of course, the loss here in 6 to a very good Walton team, 12-2. It's been a long day. Sam, thanks for your being with us today. And Ethan,
absolutely.
Ethan, thanks for spending an afternoon and an evening at the radio station. He's quite happy to get the hours, as of course, we are happy to be with you for another edition of Bulldogs baseball in the Big AA. Your final score, Walton Raiders 12 and Cedartown 2. Good night. God bless. We'll talk to you next time the Dogs play. He's Sam Branch. I'm Andrew Carter. Good night from Lake Point Sporting Complex.